Hi guys, it's
Hi.
happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. Nice day here in the Carolinas. As you know, as we promised that we were gonna do some Q&A from a video that we posted, an introduction video we posted. Um, so we had a couple of comments on there, a couple of questions, and so we just wanted to actually, as we promised, to just come out and reach and and thanks a lot of people who subscribe to our channel. Really appreciate it. And so again, we just wanted to come out and just say hey, thanks a lot, and also just do a bit of Q&A, see if anybody had any questions and comments. One of the comments that we had was one with the cold showers,
Cold plunge.
cold plunge, yes. And for me, I don't like taking cold showers actually, but I do take a cold shower from. What I do, I take a shower in a regular shower, and then I turn the water down to warm, and then kind of go cold in a cold shower. So my end shower is in with a cold shower, and it's actually, it kind of energizes my body. I feel pretty good. At least been doing it for years. I'm not gonna indulge myself into a cold tub with ice. Maybe one of these days. Maybe I'll build myself up to that eventually. But
I'm not really interested in it at all. I do think that it probably does have a lot of health benefits. I'm sure it has a lot of health benefits because athletes do it all the time.
yeah,
I know Kobe Bryant used to do it, LeBron, all of them,
LeBron,
football players
yep,
and stuff like that. It's really Russell Wilson.
Russell.
Russell,
Russell
whatever.
Wilson.
Yeah.
And also, I've looked up for men, especially for your groin and your lower area. It's supposed to help in that area. Help, because for men especially, if you wear a lot of hot or like tight underwears and stuff like that, it's not good for your groins and stuff like that. For reproductive and stuff like that. So it's good to have that cool effect on your groin. So so again, you can look it up. I said, I'm not a medical expert whatsoever. I don't have a medical degree, but I have enough sense where I can actually read stuff. And if you look into men's health, it will tell you. That's why, for men especially, I recommend that you wear boxer brief, cool brief. So again, look that up. I said it'd be beneficial for you to do that, and I think it's good. It have helped me,
But what I found out that was most interesting to me was, I guess, the mental health benefits as far as doing it as well. So if I was to entertain it, which I don't think I am, I would do it only just to see how that, have that effect mentally
Okay.
or whatnot.
And I was gonna cut you off, but sorry to cut you off. But one of the things that you had commented about is about the steam.
The vaginal
steam,
steaming.
yeah.
Now, I haven't tried that yet. My sister-in-law in Atlanta, she has went to this spa that she loved the ambiance, and she actually did it. She said it was awesome. As far as having that full effect of being in the spa, relaxing and feeling rejuvenated from the process. Now that is something I'm more keen to do, just to experience at least once. I have to look into. We're actually located in Mooresville, Charlotte area, metro area. So I think I'll look it up and just get the cost and see about that.
Well, one of my friends, actually, his wife is Japanese, and they live in New Jersey, and she's a masseuse, and she has crossed over. He has told me that she has crossed over into doing that sort of spa treatment. Apparently it's pretty big in New York and New Jersey area, and apparently it's been going on for years in Asia. So that's her field of expertise, is to do the steam. Maybe one of these times we could probably have her on here if we get more inquiries. She can come on here. She's Japanese, and she could probably give her views and her expertise about that sort, if that's something people are interested in. But as I said, he said, as he told me that, yeah, he's very busy in that area. So it's the big thing.
Yeah, and it's a little expensive, but I think, depending on the location and the feedback, I'll definitely look at reviews and make a decision based on, that's one of the things I do. I always look at reviews and I see what the feedback is and what was some of the comments. Of course, can't always believe everybody, some people a little bit exaggerate things. But overall, you can get an idea if that's something you would want to try with that location or not.
I think you should at least look at least at 3 reviews, 3 bad ones and 3 good ones, and then you make your decision from that. Almost like bidding for a contract or something.
Yeah, like
contracted. Yeah,
I agree.
look at 3 bad reviews, because some people sometimes, people are very fickle in life. They get very agitated if one little thing didn't please them, then they get really mad and give a bad review. And even though it's something very minute, so you want to give yourself that choice, and then you decide. But I said the first week of the channel, the first video was actually pretty positive. We had a lot of good reviews. I was telling Rhonda, if we get at least 10 subscribers, I'll be happy. But we have surpassed that. Just for the first video. Our next video, we're gonna talk about our first date and dating overall and stuff like that. And for me, I think it's pretty interesting because we had.
But the next video will be us cooking.
Yes.
Just a healthy meal.
Oh, you mean after the dating, or are we gonna talk about dating first, then cooking?
Well, no, I want to do another meal.
Okay, well, she's in charge, so we're gonna do a cooking video. As I said, Rhonda and I, we don't
happy
eat.
wife, happy life.
That's what I'm saying, right? And so, Rhonda and I don't eat chicken or beef. We're more of a fish or vegetarian kind of person, and not by any sort of religious any beliefs or that, but just for a healthier lifestyle. And so, I've learned to create. I love to cook. I love to cook. So I'll see
cook in our house.
Yeah, I'll see a dish on Facebook, and then I'll just try to improvise it. Because growing up in Nevis, right, in the Caribbean, we didn't have much recipe books, and so everybody had you work a recipe, and your mom or your grandma cook with a pinch of this, a pinch of that, And for me, when I cook, I don't really taste my food. I kind of know it's gonna come out that's perfect. Because your taste buds get pretty messed up, especially if you eat like drinking a soda or something like that, mess up your taste buds. So, but I tend not to taste my food when I'm cooking, but it tends to work out pretty well. So yeah, so I think we're gonna try to cook one of our meals to show you exactly how we cook. It's not nothing crazy, you don't have to have.
And we're not chefs.
We're not chefs, no.
None of that. So
no, I never had any cooking class or anything like that.
We can do a little something.
Yeah.
And it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I think you all enjoy it too.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna do a cooking show from the beginning of cooking, and then we'll do the dating thing next time. So we'll do the cooking thing.
Yes, we're gonna do the dating thing.
Yeah, because I am, especially for people in our age group. I said we're married for almost going for 3 years now, and so our first date, when you date at an older age, it's kind of different when you're dating when you're a teenager or in your 20s. So yeah, so I definitely want to share that aspect of it.
Well, dating it's totally different than when I was 19 and then dating now.
Exactly.
The mindset is totally different, and I think our mentality is
like for instance, one time I was at work, and I passed by this guy's desk, and he was reading this book, How to Date. And I'm like, to me, that kind of blow me away, because I'm like, really? Dude, you don't need a book how to date.
But you should have been curious, what's in there?
But yeah, he was going through the book, and he was like, yeah, I have a date, so but I said that should just come from natural instinct. You go to meet a person, you approach them, you talk, or have a conversation. Not to no book can tell you how to have the perfect date.
Well, I think with the technology and stuff that we have and all the facade, everybody has to put on this facade, and they don't like to be who they are naturally. And so
that's the new generation.
And that's both sides. That's women and, in my opinion, men too.
That's true, but that's a new millennium or whatever,
whatever. Not necessarily.
And this kid was a smart dude, smart guy, speak Japanese and stuff like that, very fluent in Japanese. But for him, and he's very talkative person. But for him, he think that he needed a book how to date a person, and I'm like, to me, that's the thing. Maybe that's one we need to talk about. No social skills. I think our generation nowadays have no social skills, and so
because of technology,
and we
technology has changed everything.
Yeah, we need to go back to our cave days. Not to beat you going over the head and drag in a cave, but at least have some where you speak, have a conversation, dialogue.
Yeah, and not texting all the time. Having those in-person conversations that's meaningful.
And it's funny you say that, because today's my uncle's birthday, right? And it's morning I got up, started texting him. And then, I caught myself. I said, why am I texting my uncle, wishing him happy birthday? So I called him. I said, hey, uncle, what I wish, and that to me is more personal. We set up, we jump in, and so I'm guilty. We all get into that technology of just texting people instead of actually having a voice with a face and say, hey, I'm calling you, wish you happy birthday, and I love you, all that good stuff. anyway, to back what we were talking about the feedback and stuff like that. But yeah, so we got some pretty positive comments on our first video. It was really good. People wanted to know more about, but no, there was no questions that needed answers. Other than people was asking. One person asked about the if the plunging was that safe. And we're not medical experts, so I would say before you want to venture in anything that we recommend or we have tried, is that you talk to your medical provider first. Say, hey, I've seen this. I'm sure, let them give you their opinion, because you might have a
based on your own personal, health assessment.
Exactly, a medical condition, because I don't want to, just say, because I said I don't have a medical degree whatsoever.
Neither one of us
None
do.
of us, you know what I mean? No, so we don't want to, I'm not going to cross into that lane.
But also, we did get a lot of comments and feedback on the video on black men.
Oh,
health.
yes, black men health, yes. There was a lot of comments on that.
That was a lot of feedback on
Yes.
that, and I think a lot of people are not really aware of how black men are not taking care of themselves, going to those annual health checkups.
That's true.
And how important it is. So I'm still going to continue to try to make sure that I put information out like that, especially just going to get those health checks. And as like Anthony, he's older now, so he has to make sure he gets the
once a year. A colonoscopy. Make sure every 10 years. I just had one back in December. I'm good for another 10 years. Thank God for that one.
And I had my first one this year.
And Rhonda had her first one. She's good. You know what I mean? So and these are things. I had a few friends, people that I know who have passed away recently in Nevis, who are in their 50s and early 40s, who have passed away just like that. And to find out that they had a condition that they never knew they had. And so again, we as black people, especially black men, we are afraid to go to the doctors. It's like, I don't know where that stigma came from, but we definitely got to change it. Where people are free to go to the doctor. I'm free to get a checkup, free to know what's there. Trust me, nobody want to be told that you have whatever, but it's good to know you have it so you can fix it. Yeah. You know what I mean? We all know that we all got to die one day. However, we are trying to be as healthy and be in this earth as long as possible. And even for Rhonda, I was on Rhonda about doing a colonoscopy. The first time she did her colonoscopy prep, it didn't really go to where she wanted to go, so she had to go back. But I told her, you got to go back to get it. We got to get this done. We got to get it done. So yeah. So I think it was a good thing, and I know that she's good for another 10 years, and so I recommend, and the thing about it, the age with the colonoscopy is so different. I've heard 45 for men, 50 for men. When I had mine, I think I was I think it was 45 or something like that, and my doctor told me I should have got it as 40, because the funny thing about it, for health, for black people, black overall, our makeup seems to be a little different from other other races. So whereas some people can go longer without having a certain checkup, we as black people, we need to, there's different timelines for us, and that's why again I said we are so afraid. We are very prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, colon cancer, and stuff like that. So we
even checking for breast
cancer,
cervical cancer.
Yeah, stuff like that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that we definitely, just as individuals, need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because life is short already, and we should not neglect ourselves by not being proactive.
Exactly. So yeah. So, and again, I was definitely surprised that we had a lot of questions on that one, but we definitely have to educate our black people, our black men. Wives have to talk to their husbands, say, hey, go for your checkup, make sure you have an annual checkup.
And if you have to push them sometimes,
make him go.
Make the appointment yourself and go with them, make sure they're doing it.
Yeah. And I think some of it have to do with financial and insurance, because in America, we tend to be, we all about being healthy, but then the insurance company want to get you, so, but we have to definitely try to, my grandfather had a saying, you have to take care of your body now, right? When you're at that age, don't wait until you get sick, because then it's too late, but definitely I would say if your mom and you have, if your sister, or your brother or your husband, let your people know, hey, when last you had your last checkup, you don't have to go to the doctor when you're sick. You go when to get to make sure that prevention is better than the cure. That's a whole bunch of prevention better than cure. What I'm saying anyway. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Being proactive, doing those annual checkups, it makes a difference, a huge difference.
Exactly. And I think we have to educate all people. It takes a village to raise a family, right? That's what I
It
said.
does.
So, and we got to take care of ourselves. I mean,
And even on my son and nephews, I reach out to them. I try to be on them about, take care of yourself.
Yep.
They quick to take care of their kids and to make sure the girlfriends and wives are good. But they would do slack on take care of themselves.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Yeah. And trust me, I don't like going to the doctor because I'm always wondering what we're gonna. But it's good to know what is there than versus find out at the last minute when it's too late. So yeah. So that, yeah, we had a lot of views on that. And I have a few friends who are doctors, and maybe eventually I'll have them come on and talk.
Dr. Gilly.
Dr. Gilly, and I have a Dr. Armstrong, and so. And then I had a friend of mine whose daughter just graduated from med school. So we have people that we can actually bring resources, so we can bring medical people on here and say, hey, talk about this, talk about that, because we got to take care of ourselves. Our body is our temple. You only have one body. So I think we definitely got to make sure what we put in our bodies and make sure that we are getting just like your car. You take your car, get an oil change and a tire rotation, right, and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So because you want it to run properly, your body's the same way. So if you can do that for your vehicle, you should do that for yourself. So yeah. So I'm very happy with that. So you said the next video is going to be about we're going to cook.
We're going to do a meal.
And
also I'm going to make sure that we put some examples of, if you're busy, if you're going to school, going to work and going to these soccer games and take basketball games and doing all this stuff, it's sometimes hard to sit there and have a meal for the week. So I came up with a 30-day meal plan.
Oh yeah.
It's quick and easy, and it's something you could do for the family if you have a family of, let's say, 3 or 4. And you have to, it's hard sometimes. What we're gonna eat? Because my husband and my kids who are grown, who can cook their own meals.
Yeah, but okay, so our kids are different. Our kids, we have 2 daughters who are home right now. One from college, and the other one who's a senior. Both of them took cooking classes, right? And those kids, I love them, but they only want to bake stuff. And so every time they come, I'm like, what's for dinner? I'm like, well, hold up, you guys been to, and this is a special class they've been to, right? But they have, I think, Rachel have made a couple of meals.
Yeah, Rachel will cook.
But the other one, no. And
so she would bake everything.
Yeah, make us fat. Just cookies and all that stuff.
All types of Oreo desserts and all this.
Yeah.
We don't need none of that.
So the other day I had to make a cook, and I made 3 different cooking pots. So we made, I think it was a taco night, right?
Yeah.
So we had one don't eat beef and one don't eat turkey. So we had 1 turkey taco going, 1 beef taco going, and then Rhonda and I had the beans taco going. So we had 3 pots going. And trust me, for a person who's not a professional chef, that's a lot of cooking. So 3 different pots going, turkey, beef going, and then beans for us.
I did assist.
And Rhonda we did help. It was fun, and we make it fun. But so that's the kind of thing. But I mean, you have me cooking fun. So, but it's crazy, But anyway, it's all about being healthy, having a fun when you cook, with anything you do. And again, it's about to be Memorial Day weekend. The weather is nice here in the Carolinas. Hopefully, people can get out there and do something, be physical. I'm going to get out there with our dogs. We have 2 dogs, Bo and Pepper, and I'm going to make a video of me walking. I like walking. So I like walk my dogs, and I'll videotape that just so I can show you that we not only saying something, but we try to actually implement stuff that we say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not a morning walker. He wants to get up about 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning to go walking.
With the sun, I'm up with the sun.
No. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna work out there.
See,
that's my preference.
That's true. And when I come back from my walks, I still go to the gym too, so I get double.
Yes, he does. He'll do double.
Yeah, I get it in twice.
Yeah.
But then again, we thank you for viewing our channel. We're looking forward to having more conversation. And please, comments are good. Feedback is good, either positive or negative. We enjoy that, because that's how we can actually grow. And I said we plan to share our lives with you, and let you know. And I said it's all about wellness. Getting to a better place where you can
physically, spiritually, and mentally.
Yes. And let's look at today. It's beautiful out here today. Beautiful day here in the Carolinas. And we decided to do this video outside. So be blessed. Have a safe weekend.
Be safe.
Be safe.
And enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.